Today I'm going to share with you how I finally got started with solar and why it really scared the cow poop out of me. And it all starts by introducing you to our homestead's very own agent of chaos, BB the beef heifer. And a quick thank you to the Hykoont solar powered security light for sponsoring this video, but more on that later. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. So back in the summer, whenever I finally installed our solar system, BB and Goldie, our two cows, were fully free range. Because it was so hot, we needed to be able to keep our eye on Goldie just because we were trying to get her pregnant. And it meant that BB would destroy everything. She would routinely, every day, knock over our uni wood fire pizza oven. She would get in, lay down, and take a nap into our kitchen garden beds. And then she kicked and cracked the screen of our Blue Eddy power station. So how much I love all of our power stations and portable solar panels, there was no way that I was gonna be able to put them out here on the yard because BB the Destroyer would turn them in to her own personal solar power slip and slide. I had these power stations and I had these portable solar panels, and I needed to find a way to be able to convince Kelly, my amazing bride, that solar power could actually be beneficial and profitable here on our property. We designed our house where we have a 10 by 48 back porch, and it was designed so that we could put solar panels on the back porch. But her thought was,
if we are gonna do solar, we've got to do something that's at least as powerful enough to power the window unit.
So my job was to find a way to get solar panels on the roof and then run a wire all the way down to be able to recharge the power stations and keep the solar panels from flying off, and to be able to figure out how to not ruin our roof. And what I found online through this really cool YouTube channel that I'll put down here is using these 100-pound heavy-duty magnets. Yep, our solar panels are attached to our metal roof with magnets. So I'm trying to use this with everything that I currently own without having to spend any money. And the biggest inverter battery storage bank that I have is our Mango Power E. This is not sponsored by any of these power stations, but it's just the biggest one that I've had. And since all the hurricanes have been coming through, I'm not selling these things. I want to be able to keep them. So this is a 4,000 watt beast that can power probably most of our household. Now, speaking of harnessing the sun's power, there's another solar innovation that's been making a significant difference here on our homestead. I am talking about the Hykoont solar-powered security light. Y'all, I was not sure how this was gonna go, but this thing has been super cool. Let me paint a picture for you. It's pitch dark out here, and I'm trying to navigate my way around to check on our livestock. That is when this Hykoont light kicks in, illuminating the area, making our nightmare tasks much easier and safer. These lights are completely solar powered, which means that they're charging up during the day and providing us reliable lighting at night. They're also built to withstand various weather conditions, which is crucial for our outdoor setting. One of the standout features is its advanced motion sensor. It can detect movement up to 26 feet away, which is particularly useful when I'm doing late night checks on the animals. The lights respond quickly, so I don't have to walk around with a headlamp or anything. Another great aspect is their versatility. These lights come with different modes with the remote control, allowing you to adjust the brightness based on your needs. You can have them on full brightness for maximum visibility, or dim them for a nice, softer glow. Installation is straightforward and doesn't require any complex wiring or professional help. It's super easy. You can even set them up wherever you need extra lighting. And y'all, the craziest thing about this light is where I put it is right here near our chickshaw where our layer chickens live. And no joke, we saw a spike in egg production because they actually had light later in the evening.
I picked up a dozen eggs. I don't know. I feel like
When did you
maybe
pick up a dozen eggs? Yesterday?
Yesterday I picked up at least a dozen eggs and I put them in the house. And I was like, oh, I'll just go pick up 3. What is going on?
It's the light.
How long is the light staying on?
All right, so I have links in the description for this awesome security light. And check out our special discount code in the description below. First things first, we needed to find the perfect spot on our metal roof, which really wasn't very hard because we designed our house and cleared our land so that we would have maximum southern facing exposure with no shade. Then it was time to break out these 100-pound magnets that I mentioned earlier. These are not your average fridge magnets, y'all. It takes some muscle and some finger power to be able to pull these things off. These things are industrial strength and they are designed to keep anything that they're attached to nice and secure. So what I did is I took the magnets and I used just a normal nut and bolt and some washers to be able to attach the magnet to the solar panels. You have to be able to use portable solar panels that have an O-ring in there. Not really an O-ring, but it needs to have some strong metal grommets. What is that? Is that what it's called? To have a metal thing around. I don't know what that is. Put it in the link below. What is that called? I think I used 4 to 6 magnets per solar panel. And guys, it was just the easiest thing ever. You just put the nuts and the bolts and the washers on, you slap it down onto the roof, and it just, bam, it just magnetizes and it securely holds that thing down. We've had no issues at all through any kind of weather. Of course, we haven't had any kind of strong hurricanes coming yet, but it's been doing great. Of course, I will add that if a hurricane actually comes up or any kind of really bad storm hits us, I need to take these down. I know that. So then all I needed to do was be able to connect these 2 solar panels in what is called series. Connect the red and the black extra cable, the MC4 cables, into our 8-gauge solar cable extension cable. I think that was a 30-foot cable. I'll put all the links down below to everything. And then all I had to do is just run it underneath the porch and then down, and then it plugs directly into the mango. Whenever I plugged it into the mango and saw that little bloop, is 2:30, gonna go do my afternoon chores because it's so hot. It's a high of 97 degrees today. Good thing, it's a good day to test this little solar panel hack. Let's see how many watts we're getting. Okay. Hey! All right, so we started at around 40% charged. This thing is getting 255 watts-ish. There's a lot of moments of excitement here on the homestead whenever you do a first thing, but man, whenever you get like solar power or you get running water, it is a great feeling to be able to know that you're just taking little tiny steps forward through self-sufficiency, self-reliance, or just something fun. It's just cool. There's a big giant ball of fire in the sky and it is giving us electricity. So y'all, I wanna have a real closing here. If you're on the fence about solar, if you're on the fence about any sort of backup power need, I hope that this past summer and the beginning of this fall with all of the hurricanes, Hurricane Beryl, Hurricane Helene, Hurricane Milton, if I said all those hurricane names right, I hope that these things are proof that you need to be able to have some sort of backup. Now, of course, let me say this out loud. Hurricane Helene, we have friends in North Carolina. There is absolutely nothing you can do to prepare for that. Zero. If something like that is gonna come and there's gonna be water that comes down a mountain and washes your entire house away, just only Jesus. There's only God can help you in a time like that. But usually something like that doesn't happen. Usually you're just out of power. Usually you might not have running water. So if you need to be able to have some rainwater catchment, if you need to be able to have some of these, like some sort of solar power backup, if you just want to have a gas guzzling generator, go for it. The reason why I like solar panel and these power stations right now, yes, they're incredibly expensive, but yet they're just expensive to get started. And the cool thing that I like about them is ever since I got this system set up, I have been using them every single day. I've been using this system for the last 3 months. I use my Blue Eddy to charge my milking machine every single morning. We've been using the Oops and the Mango to be able to run our window unit AC. I charge all of my tools, my battery powered tools. This thing is a mess out here because we're about to hit construction zone over here. But the pool, I have these battery powered pool cleaners. I charge those with the Mango every single day. And the Mango gets charged with solar. I don't use my grid power to charge the Mango. Let me speak for me. A gas guzzler is going to be more powerful and cheaper, but it's going to be extremely loud. And me personally, because of that, I have never used my Champion 7500 watt generator. I'm glad I have it. I'm not going to sell it. I don't know, I might, but probably not. But I never use it. I use these power stations, all 3 of them. I use them every single day. I feel like the price and the ease of use and you just wanting the Oops, I'll bring that across the house to be able to plug Kelly's computer in for us to watch a show at night. I'll do that instead of going out to my shed to get an extension cable so that I can just plug it into the wall, because it's just so fun. I think it's fun. And so I'm grateful that we have those. I'm grateful that we have them. I'm not going to sell them. And you can find a way to be able to use solar panels to be able to charge it. I'm looking into some ways to be able to get real solar panels actually mounted, like permanent panels mounted to the back porch, so that we can grow our permanent solar power array up there. I'm interested in learning more about actual batteries and inverters, like, you know, a full-on DIY solar power system. But for now, these power stations, these solar generators, it's the easy button is so nice. It's so nice. And once again, thank you to the Hykoont solar powered security light. Check out the link below. We'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.